I'm going to show you how you can create videos like this, which are going viral at the moment. We're going to use Nano Banana Pro and Kling 2.6, and I'm going to show you the easiest way, the fastest way, and the cheapest way to do it. You can do this even if you have zero experience with AI. If you're new around here, hi, my name is Matt Penny. I've helped over 2,000 business owners learn about AI and actually apply it profitably within their business. So let's get straight into it. The first step is coming up with your idea for the video. You could either use your brain for this if you're old school, or you can obviously use AI to help you as well. Being British, I decided to choose our beloved king for this video and make him appear as like an old school British chav. I wanted him to have a tracksuit on, some gold chains, an XL bully dog, and just generally look like a little bit of a geezer. So the first step is to come up with your idea, and once you have your idea, you're going to want to go over to Nano Banana Pro, and we're going to create our key reference image. This is the first step. And I should say here that within my Applied AI Mastermind, I've got this entire process broken down along with loads of other AI resources as well. So the first step, or the second step after you've come up with your idea, is to create these key images. Now I'm within AI Studio to access Nano Banana Pro, but obviously there are different methods that you can use. You can, go to Higgsfield or go to FreePick, things like that, but AI Studio works for me. So first things first, we need to create a single reference image. And then this reference image is what we're going to use to create all of the subsequent images. We're going to create a series of images, and then we're going to send those images to Kling, which is the video model, which will then create the video. It'll become apparent later in the video. So first we need this image. I created this image here, and you can see that first of all, it came back like this, and I needed to change it slightly. But the key to getting a good image here is to have a really good prompt. There's lots of resources out there on how to write a good prompt for Nano Banana Pro. I've got my own resource in the Applied AI Mastermind, and a really good way to work is just find these prompts, copy and paste them into some sort of LLM, and then say what you want to create, and the LLM will give you the perfect prompt. So in this case, this is exactly what I got here. So I got the reference image, cleaned it up, and then it's really important that in order to keep consistency between all of our pictures so that all of the videos look the same and are of the same person, we need to keep coming back to the same image. So this is the first frame, and then I wanted to focus on the next thing. So the next thing in this case was zooming in on his chain. So I simply said, keep the pose of the subject and all the items that's in the scene the same, but give me a close-up of the Adidas logo on his tracksuit. The gold chain should also be in shot. It should be side on 45 degrees from the center. And there we go, that is exactly what we got. And it's really important that these are in the same chat so it stays consistent. Before we continue, I've left a load of AI resources down in the description that you can check out for free. Go and check them out. Okay, back to it. Now, if we were to create our second image just from this image here, we probably wouldn't get that great a result as we can't see much of the character and therefore it may not stay consistent. So the important thing to do is to branch this conversation. You can do this in two ways within Google AI Studio, either by clicking on branch from here or by going up here and going make a copy. Either way, you will simply create this into another chat. You can see here, I've got that same reference image and then I'm giving it another prompt to create the next shot. And you can see in a minute how we're going to animate these shots from one to another. So the prompt to take it from this to that is keep the character, objects and scene the same, but change the camera angle so it's a close-up on the man's right hand. The camera should be focused on the knuckles, which has the word love tattooed on them. And there we go, you can see we have got that image and it's perfectly in sync with the reference image. They exactly look the same background, same clothes, it works. Then essentially, we're gonna repeat this process for as many things that you want to focus upon. So I think I chose 3 or 4, maybe 5 things here. So I've got the chain, we've got the love tattoo. So in this scene here, where I got a close-up of him with some Versace glasses on, what you can do is get an image of the exact thing that you want to add to your character. In this case, I got a picture of these Versace glasses, and you can't see it here, but I did upload that image of those glasses and said, put the glasses that I've attached onto him, and his right hand should be next to the glasses as if he's just put them on. So you can add in different elements, different components, different objects to your scene in order to focus upon different things. So there we go, that's one of the things, got his glasses. And then for our last shot, we've got like an upward shot of the dog barking and him with the glasses on. And here you can see another example of me uploading that image. And in fact here, I took multiple steps. I took our reference image, I then tilted it down, so I had an upward shot, again, of the dog barking and him looking at the camera. Then I added in the photo of the glasses, and then we added the glasses to him. So there we can see. Also, I have gone over here and made all of these 9:16 so that it's in the vertical orientation, great for TikTok, Instagram, whatever you want. But obviously, you can play around with this. Okay, so once you've got all your reference images, you will want to download them. And as you can see here, I've got a folder with all of those reference images in here, which we can play around with in the next step, which is Kling. So we've done all that. We're now going to go on to animate with Kling 2.6. So to do this, we are going to go over to klingai.com. There are some fake sites out there, so make sure that you get onto the real one, otherwise you're going to get scammed. Sign in, and you will come to a dashboard that looks a little bit like this. And we're going to want to go on video on the left-hand side. So here you can see some of the examples, but let me first go over how we actually create these videos. So we are going to want to include a start frame and an end frame, and this is where our reference images are going to come in handy. So let me recreate the first one that I did. So first, we need to turn off native audio, as we cannot use a start frame and an end frame when also creating audio. So if you want audio within these videos, you're gonna have to use a different model or a different process afterwards to create that audio and then attach it. But there we go, we can now add an end frame. So if we open up our reference images, we can create our first video, which is that first frame, and we're gonna drag that in there. And then the second frame, which is focused on the chain. Now, what we also have to do is include a prompt, which is saying how the camera should move. Again, within my AI Mastermind community, I have created a mastery guide for creating prompts around Kling. And the best way to use this is to copy and paste all of this. If you are inside the mastermind, copy it into an LLM and just say what you want. But let me go over what like the outputs are of this and what a good prompt looks like. So let me paste this in here. You can see we are talking about the sort of shot that we want. We want to start with a full body wide shot of the man. Then the camera slowly pushes in with a smooth, natural zoom while subtly panning upwards towards his torso. As the zoom progresses, transitions seamlessly into a closer framing of his upper body, maintaining realistic perspective and motion. Continue the camera move until the frame matches a tight close-up of his chest, clearly revealing the gold chain and the Adidas logo. Movement should feel steady, professional, and film-like with no jitters or distortion. Preserve facial features and body proportions, realistic lighting, and fabric detail. Final frame is sharply focused on the Adidas logo and chain, centered and prominent. And there we go. That's the sort of prompt that's going to work well. Then all we do is simply click on generate, and it's going to pop up to the top of the list. You can see here, this is another one that I was playing around with Elon Musk. And you can see that this is now in the queue. It's going to take probably about a minute to go from in the queue to generating to finished. So I'll come back once that is done. Okay, let me jump in here and say that if you want to learn not just how to create viral videos with AI, but actually how to apply it to a business in order to make the business more profitable, then my Applied AI Mastermind is the place to be. Inside the group, you'll have access to a load of different full video courses breaking down the technical sides of AI, like NA10 and AI fundamentals, but also the tactical side of how to spot the opportunities within your specific business and then how to apply AI to those areas to make your business more profitable. There are also over 2,000 AI automations in there ready for you to use instantly. Plus, I update the Mastermind daily with news and guides and tutorials. And right now, the Mastermind is the cheapest it will ever be. So if you are serious about applying AI to your business, go ahead and check it out. I'll leave a link down below in the description. You can see it's now in the generation stage, and it says estimated wait time about 1 minute. Whilst you're waiting for this to generate, you can load in the other photos, and let me show you how that works. So in order to get the next scene, all that you have to do is press this button here to switch them, and then we're going to delete this one. So essentially, what was our last frame becomes our first frame, and we then upload our next frame, which is going to be the hand one, upload that here, and then we change the prompt to essentially be this, but now telling it to go from the Adidas logo over to the tattoos. So the same process, just repeated over again. Now, Kling is a pay-to-use tool. However, you can sign up to a really cheap tier, which I believe is like $5 at the moment, and you can create, I think, about like 30 different video clips for that. So whilst it's not free, it is super good value for money in regards to what you can create with it. Okay, so there we go. It has created, and you can see we have got our video, and it is pretty much the same as the one that I've previously created, zooming in on that Adidas logo. So let me just go over those videos. So I've created this one that zooms into the logo. Then the next one goes from the logo, exactly the same starting frame as end frame, over to the hand. And then from the hand, getting out the glasses and putting on the glasses. and then the glasses to a zoom out shot of him holding the dog. You can see here, I had to redo this one as the glasses kind of merged back onto his face. So I had to change the prompt in this one saying, make sure the glasses stay on. And then if we watch this, we can see that the glasses do stay on and it zooms out and it's perfect. So you do have to make one or two just little adjustments to the prompts here and there. But there we go, that works. So once you've got all of those videos, you want to download them simply by clicking here, turn off watermark so it doesn't have a watermark on, and download those. Here you can see I have downloaded all 4 of those clips. And once I have those clips, I'm going to take them, and then we're going to go over to a video editor of your choice. Doesn't really matter which one you want to use. I use CapCut, but you know, DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro, whatever you want, you can use them. So we're going to take these and we're going to go over to our editing software. This is CapCut, and we can just drag them in. Then I need to make sure they're in the right order. So yep, that's fine. Okay, yep, they're already in the right order, which is good. And really, once I've done that, there's not really much more to do. You just simply slice them together. If you want to put some music in the background, then go ahead and do that. Otherwise, this is the video here. One thing I did do in my video was I sped it up so it's a little bit quicker, which for social media obviously helps being a little bit faster paced. But once you got that, that's essentially it. You export it and there you go, you've got your video. So there we go, that is the entire process of how to create these viral videos using Nano Banana Pro and Kling 2.6. So the things that really matter here are keeping that consistency. So when you're creating the images, they all must be from the same master reference. It doesn't really work otherwise. Make sure that you've got good flow. So you design the stages with the camera shots in mind. Then you've got to use good quality prompts, both for Kling and Nano Banana Pro. There are lots of guides out there. I've got my own within the mastermind. If you join, then you can obviously have them. And then iteration, you need to sometimes regenerate the clips because sometimes AI does slip up. Sometimes you make a mistake in your prompt and it's not quite there. So that is it from me. Hope you found it useful. I'll see you in the next one.